Okay, so today I'm going to take a real step down, and not only am I not playing chess of all things, which I always, I'm obsessed with that, and I've always done series on that, but I'm going to take a step down to not only a game like checkers, which is solved, but took some difficulty to solve, and it was kind of more recent, but to a game that's even a step below that, right? Those are like the three tiers. I guess real-time games would go even above chess, where as much as people try to talk about the infinite complexity and possibilities in chess, just imagine a game, any game that happens in real time, it has even, way more possibilities than that. So it's a bit of a self-tell. Yes, chess has trillions and trillions of possibilities, but the fact that you can even measure them shows you as complicated as it is, it's still turn-based, so that limits it, right? Anything that happens in real time is at the top here. Then you have games like chess with a ton of possibilities. Then you have games like checkers, which were solved, but it took a bit of time to solve. But then below that, you have a game like Connect 4 that is even more simple than that. So let's try to master it. How? Because again, as much as people talk trash, even myself included, you can talk trash all you want, but can you be the best player in the world at it? Like, who is the best Connect 4 player, right? There still is somebody who's better or faster. That's where speed kind of comes into it. That's even true in chess to some extent. Like, oh, everybody can just memorize lines or, study and for 20 years. But even then, like, okay, who can do it faster or who can do it more efficiently? The fact that a turn-based game comes down to time shows you, right, the solvable nature right there, because it's like they could both do the same thing, but it would just, oh, who can do it quicker now? So it becomes some sort of comical where it's like it has to become like action chess, like, oh, it's turn based and strategy, but now it comes down to who can physically move the pawn faster in zero point 0.1 seconds in a bullet game, because otherwise everything is going to be a slow, drawish kind of classical game, right? It's like, so you have to make it into a real time game almost to get a challenge out of it at the highest level. So that, and like, when was Connect 4 solved? Like, as soon as computers were, the first player can always win. It gives you a tremendous advantage as far as who goes first. I know that much. Um, Solved game, but when was it solved? The first player can always win by playing the right moves, which you can't really guarantee that you're going to go first. You could try to memorize that, but the thing is, I mean, compared to like opening theory, I'm sure you could do that, right? Like, how hard really would it be to remember those kind of lines? So the bigger challenge is, can the second player really throw them off and do that? Right. It's going to be some online player because there is no actual competitive scene for it. I find that interesting though, because it's kind of like, I will play online. It's not even a site like, it's not even a site that would have ratings and stuff the way that some of these do. Like, does it use the ELO system? Usually it takes 27 seconds. Okay. I mean, if I go first, that in itself should guarantee my victory. Or no, I didn't go first. I just thought I did. But the center structure is one big thing, right? Oh, they already win because, yeah. I know that's a trick. You get it on either side. That's fine. That's fine. But the point that I'm making is the fact that I'm not even logged in or anything, so why does any of this matter? Like, I don't get it. I don't even have an account. But the thing is that as much as people talk trash, you should try to be the best at it then, or whatever. Right, like, okay, if it's so, okay, I go first, so we can already try to take the center. Like, the center pawn structure kind of thing is similar with what you'd be trying to do. Okay, that's a little bit too obvious. So you got to go from something more nuanced, like, you do have a decent amount of time, so that's the problem that sometimes people make, is like they don't adequately take their time enough. He's getting a lot of threes in there now. See, I can force his next move, or I guess not. See, I'm thinking about only my move. I got to do my defensive. I got to do my defensive mindset, where like, let's come up with an actual strategy for it, right? Play in the center is obviously good in probably most games like that, where okay, so he's going totally away from it. See, this guy seems to be playing badly because he's too scatterbrained, kind of all over the place. Won by resignation, okay. But no, play in the center. It did say ELO rating somewhere there. So again, you got to just think rationally, like, okay, let him do it. Let him do it. That's meaningless because in a way that's actually even bad because he's like giving me the center too much. So you have 3, he has that. At that point, I kind of don't really know what to do because definitely have to do that, but he had a second. So let me try to like, the temptation with something like this is to just play it too fast. You have plenty of time. It's like, but that's almost the embarrassment that you feel. That's sometimes even in chess, like, oh, if you're good, if you're smart, you shouldn't need to take too long. But I block them when they get to 2. That seems like a good idea, right? Like, and then these are like my initial instincts of like what you should do. When they get to 2 in a row, you should try to block their effort, right? And then when you can create something like this, then you should. Oh, see, I'm not even thinking, but I had to do that. And then you should hold that almost like, oh, I'm just, it's a bad, oh, he missed it. But you had another one. Okay, here's my few things. Okay, online notepad, just give me something. Okay, so here's what we got. These are my immediate kind of thoughts. Play in the center, right? Certainly if you go first you have that advantage, but there's that little trick where if you get 3 in a row on the bottom and they don't put 1 to block, right, you can win on either side, that kind of thing. So play in the center, block them on 2s, which would mean like, you know, they have 2 in a row, start to block it. That's at least my defensive mindset, especially if you go second. Instead of 3, then you have to. Then the third thing is you kind of hold your wins, right? Like you have potentially 3 in a row, but don't, you know, you have 3 in a row diagonal, but then don't try to create the win just yet, right? Because then, oh, you're just going to force them to block it. So don't do that. Like sit on the 3 diagonal for a while and try to get them to have to present that move. Or even like you have 2 in a row, so then sit on the 2 in a row, because if you go to 3 in a row, then you know they're going to block it. So then what's the point, right? And then the final principle would be just like double wins would be kind of like, it's not that, oh, they wouldn't see it. It's that there's nothing they can do about it. So you can think of a few formations, right? Like you go 3 up, and then that third one that would be presenting next move that you're going to win with 4 in a row, it also presents a diagonal threat. Like, oh, you had 2, I wish I could draw or something here, but like you have 2 in a row diagonal and then 1 up here, right? Or not even. You have 2 in a row diagonal, and then you have enough to, whatever, have a 4th one here. So now you go 1, 2, 3. Now you're presenting the 4th here, but you're also presenting that diagonal, right? You have to present 2 wins at once. So it'd be the sort of thing that's just like a forced thing that, okay. Again, we do stuff in the middle, right? We try to understand what we're doing. That seems good. Again, I can't block them in a meaningful way. I can block them at 2, though. I'll try to play it reactively like that. Now he can get like a 3 in a row and present that and sit on it. So if you don't have that, then I don't know exactly what to do. I see that move, I don't know, because there's no... Okay, that's an easy 4. Like, I gotta really pay attention, because this is my problem that I get. See, I'm not even trying to win. That's, fucking. I was gonna say I'm trying to stop them from winning. Okay, I gotta just get used to it. Okay. That's the thing. Is like, can you be the best at something even if it's the most simple game out there? And there's no doubt that people would study kind of, you could say opening theory, but this whole game is basically just like an opening because it'll be just that simple. So Again, they're at 2, but I can't block it, so that part is kind of redundant. We're trying to still play in the center in a meaningful way. That's 2, so I'm gonna follow my own advice. That should work because then you don't have to take too long or think too hard. See, this I don't understand. Like, should I do this? Because now you give him 3. I don't know if that's a good move or not. I just don't know. The fuckload of ads too that we get here. Like, I could present the 3 as well. But look at him actually burning his clock. But no, there's no doubt in a competitive scene, people would memorize it to the point where it becomes a little bit stupid, but you'd say the same thing in chess, that so many of the games are draws. So again, he has the 1 win potential here and 1 win potential there, but it's meaningless because, oh, he puts 1 there. I don't have to put that there. He'd have to force me to do it. I don't really have any wins. Okay. All right. No. I didn't mean to even do that. I didn't want it. Oh, now it's gonna make me wait or what? Oh no, I can do it here. Okay. So whatever. I'm just trying to show, like, this is a good way to kind of learn, like, even though it seems so simple, you want to still try to take it seriously. Now, if you put 1 here, I have to obviously do the bottom thing. Look at this. I'm screwing with their opening theory. Bro, what is with these ads, man? Can I just, like... I don't know. Bro, what are these people doing, man? They're booting up the engine for Connect 4, which would be really easy to do in terms of, you know... So we created a focus, distraction-free space that patient me fully engaged together. Wait, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, a therapist when it's a, what? I don't even know what happened. Did I win? Did I lose? Okay. Just play the game, dude. Like, that's the thing. I'm like that, where I don't care even whether I win or not, but like, just let me at least try it. Okay. Taking a few center squares. Again, we can't do much with that. They could put a 3rd one there. Maybe I should have stopped that. I guess these empty moves, I just don't know. I don't have the vision for it. Where you got to calculate ahead the way that you would with, see, block the 2. There's another 2, though. So I guess I don't understand that fully. Or wait. Oh, no, what is going on? But again, the temptation to play fast and to not think, because like, oh, it's so easy, you shouldn't have to, but you should have to because, okay, even that maybe doesn't seem like the best idea, but again, they have 3 in a row, that's fine. That might not even be that bad to allow that, but you arguably shouldn't allow it. So if they put it here, I can put 1 here to block it, or vice versa. Now I could have 3 in a row presented here as well, which might be greedy, but now I'm just... This is what I'm trying to teach myself, like how to calculate, even in chess or something. It's like, do you have the patience or the presence of mind to do it or not? Because it's like it's not even an ability thing. This is where speed and stuff messes people up in certain games. Like, you're not even really trying because you're trying to play too fast, or I don't know what it is. Like, that's fine, I guess. See, this move, I'm just baffled. Like, I don't know what to do on an empty move like that. Okay, these are all fine. See, I'm still trying to do it too fast. Like, I can just force his move here, and then I'm not seeing like a strong diagonal or anything that I'm doing. Like, I don't know. It seems very kind of stale. Feels like there should have been a win by now, but I just don't see it. Three there. I just don't know what's happening. Like, it'll happen almost by force now or by accident. Already solved game. Already a draw. That shows you right there. Not that that doesn't happen in chess, but okay, that was adequate. Now there probably was no doubt a missed win. Right, there was no doubt probably a missed win in there somewhere. Let's try. It just feels embarrassing to take too long, really. Okay, we'll go here, take the center as much as you can. Doesn't really bother me. Okay, block the 2. Again, this is just my instinctive principle. Doesn't mean it's really right, but take the center more, although I could, not only did I not block the 2, but I gave him the 3rd. Which again, is not necessarily that big of a deal, but obviously when you're going second, you gotta think very defensively and try to block everything, but oh, like it's just a mental thing that I'm trying to teach myself almost by doing this. Like, it's not, see, this is 3, that's good. Right, because you have, you can block this, but they had another. See, that's the kind of, so that you gotta think in those sort of formations that, like, it should be obvious to you, but it doesn't matter. Like, you still have to be able to stop it. So let me think for a second. But again, a lot of it comes down then to like speed, that like people would be trying to, okay, give him the 3rd, it's fine. Give him, block that, block that. Okay, don't do that. If he puts it there, I block there. I have trouble with the diagonals. Like, I often don't present them, or I don't know. It's just hard. Like, okay, let's just do this one. This has no impact on the game. This has a 4. Okay, we're just kind of dicking around. Okay, so that. Okay, I'm not really seeing all these things, but that is the biggest killer, though. Like, whether it be in chess or anything else, is like playing too fast. Okay. Again, we can try that beginning trap where we do the ones on the bottom, but also I don't mind playing up a little more. So again, playing in the center is a big principle, and a lot of these games, obviously chess, that's definitely true. What is this, man? Bro's literally aborting in a Connect 4 game, because again, the going first advantage here is even bigger than in chess. Okay, he had to do that. So he forced move already in the opening. You can get the 3rd. He chooses not to do it. Even I'm not following my advice there, because I just have to be put more effort. I don't know. So you have 3 in a row here. So like, why shouldn't I just try to go for this now? Since you have the 3 in a row, I should put it like, normally I would block them at the 2 there, but I mean, obviously, like, why are you even thinking it? What? Like, how can people be that bad that they would do that? This would be a fun thing to almost do with viewers, like, who would be talking trash, but then, okay, then beat me on it, which I have no doubt people could do, but it's weird that you would make that even as the first move. Like, this must be objectively the best move, since the center is such a big deal. Okay, that's cute. You can't block both of the 2, so you have the 3 presented, but it doesn't bother me. You have the 3 again presented, so like they're at least building up possible wins, which again you might be eventually forced to address, but they have a 3 there. But now so do I. 3, 5. You go here. So now again, you have a lot of different possibilities. So if they put one there, I block, I win. You also have that one. You could present something with that. I don't see exactly how he wins here. There's one there. I could have another diagonal going this way. Again, I block. He puts there, I block. Then he puts there, he wins. So that was a good sequence. Okay. Okay, I don't care about the stupid experience thing, man. Just... Okay. I just want to get like the instinctive feel of it. Okay, that's probably a terrible move. He's giving me almost a chance to do the triple. You'd have to like really not know anything about the game to do that. Like where, you know, if you just allow that triple thing. So we have the triple presented there. It's very hard to picture some of these wins. Like again, my style is to play more defensively and everything. Okay, block that. That doesn't bother me. This seems like an okay move. I keep giving them like, oh, I'm giving them 3 in a row, but it doesn't feel like it should matter that much. I don't know. Or wait, I already went. Okay. It's more just like a mental thing, right? You're trying to train yourself to you're training yourself to just be able to actually think and calculate, I guess, quickly, because there's such a ego thing when it comes to time. But okay, your turn. That move should be fairly obvious. I mean, we already know. Like we already know. Okay, so I already win. I already went opening trap, beginner's trap, which you might think, oh, that's kind of a cheap thing or something, but it should be pretty obvious that you shouldn't allow them to, you know, take the center that much. Like, what other opening traps really should there be? I'm trying to think. There's some deeper strategy to it that I'm not getting, but you lost. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I lost. What? I lost and then I won. What the hell was that? What are you talking about? We're gonna get hacked through the site, dude. Again, some of these people might just have no idea what they're doing, but I feel like going here isn't always the right thing because, like the two going horizontal seems better than going vertical to some, in some manner speaking. It's hard for me to explain exactly what I mean, but no, they can't go here at all. I'll do this just to block whatever they may do. They can't do that move. You gotta think more like what they can't do than what they can do. Because, okay, I'll go here, give them that for no reason. Go here. Take some of these moves, I just can't even explain why I'm doing them. I just don't know. You almost, again, if he goes there, I win, so you're almost trying to force it to get to that point. It's really the sneaky diagonals we gotta watch out for. Okay, this looks kind of interesting. Okay. Is this gonna be an inevitability, or do they win somewhere here that I'm not seeing? They go there, I go there, they win. I go here, and they also win. So that's, but see, like at that point, so who went first there? That could make all the difference, right? It's just so ridiculous. Okay, they go first, it's fine, even though that makes a big difference. Like learn, connect, for strategy. Like what would be the win almost every time you play? Yeah, and think about all their possibilities. I just feel like the diagonals are the hardest part. See, let's say we don't give him that. I don't know. So you go here, but then you would allow that. Like you're always allowing something. Now you allow this or that. You have a 3 here. You have a 3 there. Now you just can't allow. You can't allow him to. If he goes there, I go there. 3 up there. Now if I go 3 here, then I win, but that's too obvious. But like, what more can you do? Right, that's the least obvious thing you can do. So if he lets me do that, I win, but does he win? Or wait, what? Oh no, you know why that doesn't work? Because it's the same. It would have to be in a different direction that you're doing it. I thought that would work. It's the right idea, like you're presenting 2 different ways to win, but the problem is it's the same square. Like it would be 3 and then like you have 3 here and then you go up to 3 and that presents the 4th one here and something else. Okay, that simple 2 block is good. Now let's say we don't want to give him anything in the middle, so I'll go here. Right, but now he goes here, I go here. We go here. This could present a diagonal. Like, you gotta have some thought process behind it. There's something interesting about like what I'm doing here, just with there's like some rocky type thing that, you know, you're trying to train yourself in a way that just like, I don't know. Again, if they go there, I go there and win. Those 2 are fine. There's nothing else that I'm really presenting. You could put one here. So now if they go here, I go here, and I don't even win. I don't understand what he's exactly doing up here, but you just gotta make it so like, okay, he can't go there, and then I can't go there, and then this side is completely useless. I don't see much going on with that. So it's just a temptation to move fast. Like, let me actually calculate this out. Again, this is for if it's like what you should do is you should push one of these really hard. So it's like, okay, if I get mine up here, now you have the 4 there potential and this like connect 6 almost. He goes there, okay. I don't know what to really do in that. Okay. I almost want to go on this side. Like, I don't know what. He goes there, I go there. It's like almost like I don't have much of a choice, but he's just trying to do filler moves. Now I have another potential win there. He has another potential win there. Okay, we'll start going on this side. So now these 2 are dead zones. You don't even have to think about these 2. Like, just he goes there, I go there, he goes there, I go there. He goes there, I go there. He goes there, I go there, he goes there, I go there, and then I should win mathematically unless I'm missing another win, right? That should be basic simple calculation. So play Connect 4 to learn how to calculate even in chess. Like, you gotta be willing to think ahead. So unless he had some other way to win, it should be as simple as that. Maybe if he goes there now, but it's the same thing. He goes there, I go there. Right, this should be pretty much Well, by time up and seemingly by position, because the point is, if I just follow my rule of 2, not the one from Star Wars, of course, one that wasn't retconned into existence, but, like, it should prevent most obvious losses, right? Like, it should be very difficult for them to beat me. And so, okay, I go here, I go here, I go here. Again, I'm just trying to take the center. They're playing badly because they're so... those 3 moves are probably never in optimal theory line, opening theory, whatever, because they're so disjointed that they're all over the place. Now, I shouldn't really go here because, well... because then it just forces the move. Like, those kind of things seem dumb, right? Like, this is good. You present the diagonals because then you save that. You're not going to immediately try to do it. Like, okay, I'll go here, here, right? But that almost does work. If I go here, then I go here and here, then I'm presenting 3 and... no, but I'm not. It would have to be like 1 layer up, right? So you present 3. Okay. See, maybe I'm not even seeing the full implications of all these things, but... it's so dumb. Okay, I'm climbing the ranks here. 314. Connect 4 with logic. Yeah, that's what I'm lacking here. So again, I'll go here. As long as you soak up the center, it's fine. I'll do that. Although I maybe question that. One of these moves might have been better. I don't want to do though. Like, I don't know what to do with that kind of move. He goes there, I go there. I could present a diagonal with doing that. I want to go here now. But they go there. I don't understand. This seems like the natural move. Like, okay, now I'm presenting this, so he can't go there or I go there, but he can go there. And then I can't go there, but that would be understandable. Now, this is kind of good for me because that prevents him from even doing that. I go 3, and not even really what I was trying to do, but just limits your options so much at this point. Like, now I just don't know what to do. Okay, we'll go here, force the move, and then go here, even though I don't know. Then they go there. That's maybe what I shouldn't have done. So now they would win here. Sometimes that's the better thing. Okay, block at the 2s and then just ignore what they do. It even rhymes. Block at the 2s and ignore what they do. And the reason why is because sometimes doing this is pointless. Like, if I just, okay, I'll just keep going here and just, at least it's safe. Like, so they have the 3 diagonal thing. But if they go here, I go here and win. And now this is going to be... I don't know. They go here, I win. So you already know they can't go there. Nothing about this should be too threatening. They go there, I go there, they go there, I go there. I don't see anything really happening with that. It should be simple counting game once again. So you go here. I guess I just don't see certain things. Like, I don't have the aggressive mindset to be able to try to win. Right, so they have that even, doesn't really matter. The thing is, they just can't go here. So a lot of the things above it don't matter, right? It doesn't matter. They go there. They go there, I go there, they go there, I go there, they go there, I go there. So it's going to be the counting game, but it's going to benefit them, I guess. Right, so now if I'm forced to go there, then they don't immediately win, but they'll win after a while. That one at least went the distance. Or no, wait, now I win. I miscounted, I thought. Even when I'm winning, I'm not seeing that I'm winning. Okay, it's a temptation to play fast, I swear. That kind of ruins you, but... Okay, I'll go here, take the center. You know, deny them that connection, I guess, for what that's worth. Block the 2, I guess. I could present some diagonal of my own. They could not, I don't know. They go there. I see I'm presenting this. I'm presenting it, but I just don't see what they're presenting. If they go here, I go here to block, which kind of ruins the possibility of even doing that then. If they go here, I'm forced to block, and then they win, so they already probably win. Right, like they already win. They go there, I'm forced to block, then they win. Okay, so that's pretty much. So the way that always seems to happen is you have 3 in a row diagonal, and then something else happens, right? So create some of these diagonals, and if you do that, then it allows you to basically, okay, you can go here with it, there with it. You do this because this seems to deny him a lot, right? Well, wait, I don't even understand. I think we were both thinking I had a move, and so he missed that. Because I wasn't thinking about that either. I was thinking like, whatever, it was like kind of busted. Okay. Go here, go here. The opening theory, center, pawn structure thing is good. So let's say we deny him those. Okay, we set up for the diagonal. Now he goes here though still, and that's still a logical kind of move because... Okay. It's really the diagonal that if he sets up for, that's what I have to watch out. Now I've sort of set up my own diagonal. He goes there. Right, so he cannot go here is the point. He cannot go here. He could go here. I maybe want to block this. He goes here, I block. Definitely want to block that. He gets a triple here as well. He gets a triple. I could block this. I could have a 3 in a row here, which is fine if we don't get that. I kind of want to block this. Just that diagonal seems threatening, but again, he can't even put one down there, so I don't know. I don't know. These moves don't seem to have much consequence either way, but this move could come back to bite me if I'm forced to put one here. Or, no, wait. Because, yeah, I put this, he puts this, I put this. No, I don't know. So, okay. I just don't know. Like, none of what he's doing seems to have an impact. It's going to be very hard to get wins from this, right, from the angle that he's at. The diagonals are kind of cut off. I could put one here as well in case we are forced to go the distance there. Could also do that to block some hypothetical thing he would do there. We have another diagonal there. We'll just do an empty kind of move there. I don't see anything. Again, if he goes there, I win. If he goes there, it sets up for the thing. Oh, wait, why am I saying... Oh, yeah, because diagonal, never mind. I don't know what's going on. So none of these connect 4, right? None of them do. So he goes there, I go there, he goes there, I go there, he goes there, I go there, I win. Assuming that he doesn't win from this, which I don't know how he could. Okay. Simple math, which I'm even struggling to do as I'm going, like... I swear, this will help you, though, mentally with some of this calculation, because... I don't know. That's good. See, that's at least a good quality kind of game, because... that seems like it's going the distance, and it's almost like exhausting a lot of the options. Some of these people make these very dumb opening moves that I can already kind of gauge, because... Okay, we'll cut off his diagonal there, then, I guess. Cut off the 2, cut off the win... Okay, so don't play in either of those, and then what do? We just... Kind of a tough move. Okay, we go there, we go there, we can go here. This is almost like Go, where Go is like where you have the little, like all the pieces are the same and whatnot. I really don't know what to do with this. Okay, you have to do this. 3, okay. I'm a little confused, but if I go here, what does he do? Nothing. Okay, we go here. No, we block the potential for. You should either be presenting or blocking is kind of the point, right? Either be presenting or blocking. And the reason why is because okay, he wins. Either block some potential thing they're doing or present some threat yourself instead of just some of these moves are random and isolated. You get a lot of those around the top of the board where it's just kind of pointless, right? This area is kind of a dead zone where you make a lot of useless moves. This is the one that even I ridicule sometimes because, but that's good. So again, you can present the diagonal here, you can present something horizontal here. Makes a big difference if you go first, but I almost, okay, we could normally do that, but let's take the center all the more then. This could be very punishing in the future. You know, like if we get that, which they shouldn't allow me to get that. 3 here combined with something else, but it's just, even something as simple as this is not as simple as you might think, is the thing. Man, these ads are a menace though. What is this, chess.com? Do I have to buy a premium subscription to fucking Connect Foresight? They can go here. So now we gotta watch that diagonal. I could present this here, and then if they cannot, they go here, I go here. So they can't go here, I can't go here. Everything else is pretty much open. I could go here, then they're forced to go here, and then I win here, but I don't. I go here, they block, I go here. So again, this side would have very few wins that you could even potentially get, right? Because it's just in kind of the wrong orientation. I can do this, so now they can't go here. They can't go here. They can't go here. I can't go wait, where can't I go? I can't go here. I can't go here. They can't go here or here. So we can either go in these two lanes, basically these two or even this one. But no, I can't do that. These two. So you go here, and then I could go here. Wait. I don't understand. They go here, then they go here, I go here. But they can't. They can't. Okay. Okay, just play this side out. These are like the dumb filler type moves. Then I go here, and then again, they go here, I go here, they go here, I go here, they go here. And then I go here, they go here, I go here, they go here. So it seems to favor them based on my simple calculation. Right, because either I'll have to block my own potential win or what? Well, either way, it seemed like I was gonna lose. I didn't lose there, you see. I just saw the eventual win, so it ended up being the same thing. Okay, some of these people are just gonna farm me all night or something. But no, it's an interesting thought to play something like this or checkers or, you know, mix it up because, you know what, let's let him have that if he really wants to make a boring move like that. Because it seems like the center is so valuable that sometimes that ends up working out better, honestly. Like, okay, we'll block that. He goes there, I go there. He goes there, I go there. I go here. This is like, I would value the center, but I also want to block what they're doing somewhat. So we have the triple. And we have another triple here. So basically, oh, see, I'm just not even looking. So I don't have to make that move. I don't have to worry about that. They go here, I go here. This looks very scary for a variety of reasons, but that move would have been killer because you go here, up, and that, and that. Okay. I wish it didn't end the thing so quickly and I could like look at the board a little more, but that's why a lot of these things are window dressing for people in the sense like, oh, they think, oh, chess is so complicated, but the difference between, you know, chess and checkers in terms of how complicated it is doesn't matter at the level that most people are talking about, because it's like, right, it doesn't matter because you're not that good. So, right, like, okay, master this first then before you talk trash about that or something. So they got 3 in a row here, which kind of ruins what I was actually just doing. But damn, that kind of just sucks. They have potential wins here, here, here. I don't know. Right, they have the 3 in a row here, they have the 3 in a row there. Those are their only potential wins. It should be fairly easy to calculate based on that. I don't know what else to tell you. 3, 3, 3 here. We have a couple of good 2 connections here, but it's not going to matter much. But that's just like a board dump type of moment. So I should put some here, here. Would be kind of cute, but all this stuff happening at the top almost doesn't matter though, that's the thing. Right, this is his win, this is his win, these two, this one, or I didn't mean to do that at all. I didn't even mean to do that. Okay, we go here, you block this. Okay, I could say, okay, I misclicked there because I wasn't trying to do that. If you click the whole row, it'll just do the move instead of clicking the one thing. Okay, we gotta understand the deeper strategy of it here, which I'm not fully getting. You should be able to figure it out on your own without needing to really look anything up, but... So we go here, which blocks both the potential diagonal and that. So again, we're trying to block in the 2s a little bit. We block a potential 3 here, I guess. They would have a potential 3 there, and then I have a potential 4 here if they... Shouldn't it be like a 4 sequence now? Because... Oh, but they win, but... Okay. That's the problem too, is not only is speed a temptation that hurts people, but also it's something like the desire to look at only your move or only look at their move, kind of a thing. And the reason why is because, see, they should have held on to that threat, right? They let that go too early because so they do that. Okay, I have a diagonal here. Then let me think. This is a potential diagonal as well. They go here. Okay, I'll go here. Okay, I win. I don't know, I'm like a very instinctive person where I try, or at least I try to do things that way. Like, I couldn't even explain sometimes what I'm doing, but there is like a thought process behind it, but you shouldn't try to rush it. I keep misclicking stuff. Okay. This seems very good for all the potential diagonals that you get out of it. But it's a situation where you go there, I can't go there, but they don't even do it. So now if they go there, I go there, or vice versa. So I'm happy with the center structure that we've gotten from that. This is a triple that we're presenting, right? That has such a wild, crazy impact on the game that allows you to, if you go there, I win. Okay. We could go here. They go like a triple here, and then I block, and then they win here, but they don't. They put this already, then they go 3. I don't know. Here we get in some of these filler moves. Again, this is my one win here only that I have. One win here, one win there. I'm not quite understanding the concept actually. See, but as much as people talk trash, this is what it comes down to is like, are you able to actually do this in the sense that, okay, they'll go here, presenting a potential win there and there. Right, they already win. They go here. Right, either way, like they force that. So that was a total forced win. There's nothing I can do about it. Maybe even if I had seen it in advance, I still couldn't do much about it because they right, some of these things are just forced moves, but okay, they go first, I go here. That's the only reason why I'm losing if I don't go but you should still be able to do it. So I'll take the center even though you maybe should worry about that a little bit. You go here, I go here. We have the triple. So I like that center structure for somebody who's going second. Not the biggest fan of that move. They go here, I go here, or vice versa. Not too worried about that. They have to do that. Which again, I hate doing those kind of moves, but this whole like connect 5 precedent they do is a little scary because okay, like they have that to win and that to win both. So it could have been like connect 6 potential. I don't know how dangerous that really is, but I don't know. They go here, I go here to block. I could set up for something, you know, go like this. They go here, I go, oh, they already win. They already win. So that concept is interesting again. You sit on a diagonal, basically force their move into another one. It's easy to, you know, understand the concept, but it's not. This is a total example of like bottom feeder effect. You want to master something that isn't that competitive, basically. Right. Because you can't, not even that you can't, but you don't want to put the time to necessarily do that, like with something else. So like, oh, you deny him the 3 in a row there by doing that instead of anything else. Right, like these moves seem fine. So we could deny even a diagonal here if I wanted to. Right, deny the diagonal. Do this to stop anything there. So the up and down and the left and right seem much weaker. Like the up and down seems actually the weakest because it just seems like trash, honestly. I don't quite understand what they go here, I go here. I don't know. I go here. But see, don't I win? But no, see, it's the same square. So I don't win. It's like, I go here, I'm presenting 3 and the diagonal, but it doesn't work because of the simple fact that... Where is the win here? I don't get it. I don't see it. They go here, I go here. A lot of these outliers have very little impact on the game. They go there, I go there. I should think with a little more strategy some of these moves, but this is the move that they cannot make. Right, all the rest of this should be fine. It's just going to be a 4 sequence now. It doesn't even matter. They can't go there. I can't go there. But like maybe I sometimes force that too. Like just because I'm going to mess up my own potential win doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that I had to do it like that, right? Okay, I'll sacrifice my win, but I can still survive maybe. Okay, you go there. Yeah, like these up and down ones don't scare me at all. They really don't bother me. They go there. I go here. If they go there, I block it. Right, the up and down seem like trash. You should never bother with those. They're too obvious or they're too... I don't know. So now you go here. I block this. Okay, this doesn't seem to matter much. They go here, I go here to block it. So the act of them doing this also has to present that they have one here. But no, even that still doesn't work because it's the same square. Yeah, so the outside moves are very trash because you feel like they can go there. Setting up for diagonal there as well. Oh, that could be dangerous. Damn it. I'm seeing they'll go here now and then they'll go here, then I block this, then they win there. It's simple arithmetic. Go here, they did it in the wrong order. But they still win. Okay. At least you should win every game where you're going first, right? That's the big differentiator. Oh, there. I'm not clicking properly. That doesn't count. I'm just kind of clicking randomly. I'm not expecting it to actually do that. Okay, let me concentrate. Okay, I go first. Or do I? Like, I don't even know. I keep thinking I'm going first and I'm not. Which is because they make their first move so fast that it seems like that. Okay. See, that's the word. That was probably a trash sequence of moves. Or maybe it comes in handy later, but I feel like it's not actually that good. So this is fine, I guess. They go here, I go there. They go here, okay, fine. They go here, but it doesn't have much impact. They go here. I'm not really seeing what the point of this is. They go here, setting up for that. So yeah, I'm kind of out of moves now. I don't know what to do. So they have the 3 in a row. Where are even my wins? I have the diagonal here only. I'm kind of lost. What is this? Like, you don't want to give them the 3. it's so deceptively annoying because... Okay, I have to do that. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing. So again, it's a triple into a triple, or no, triple into just the win. Right, they have to present these doubles at the same time. So let me try to purely do my reactive strategy. Okay. If they have two, I'll deal with it. If they don't have two, I'll ignore it and just go somewhere totally unrelated to what they're doing, right? Two meaning like two in a potential four. So you block a potential four there. Again, otherwise, again, two, it's not always going to work that way. They'll have three here. So again, I'll just ignore it and go somewhere else. Which, again, probably isn't the best idea, but this isn't even a meaningful two. It's like I want to go just totally away from what they're doing. Because again, that reactive strategy gives you something because it means that you don't have to think too much and you just kind of, okay, so if they go here, I win. This is... But see, I shouldn't make that move based on my own criteria because it's not blocking a double, so why would I even bother doing it? Now that is blocking a double. Or, yeah. Now I have the potential win here, I have a potential win somewhere else. This is blocking a triple in a... I guess I don't think of the diagonals quite the same way, but this is... I should put one here just for good measure of another diagonal that we have. This is a kind of a meaningless move in my view. This is fine too. What else do we have here? I have the win here. I have the win. I had some diagonal potential win. Is there any other potential win we have? Like, I don't get it. I don't even see wins that they have. So now I win, yeah. So that was just a simple, okay, Resi, you won't give me the satisfaction. You gotta resign first, you gotta time out first or something. The way that these, which is worse BM. Resigning isn't that big of a deal, but the ones who burn the clock, you know, are always like that. So again, game aborted, they're getting scared of me even though I'm not good at all. I'm streaming it though, that means I must be good, but... What's my number rank? 208. Okay. So yeah, let's use the rule of 2 that I just come up with on the fly. That seems to make sense, because obviously 3, what is this, dude? You can't figure out the first move in a game that, bro... It's obviously center value that we get. So if he goes here, I go here. Otherwise, that's just kind of a random move. Again, blocking 2s maybe doesn't apply quite the same there, but it's like, oh no, that would be a win, but he would have to present that first. So again, we have the triple. Should we bother doing a move like this if he lets me? Because it's like, okay, now we're presenting... But he'll just block it, like... It's meaningless, yeah. So now, we can't block the 2, so we'll just wait. These filler moves are the ones that I have the hard time with, because you go here, I block here. So if you go... Try to set up here first, but again, it's the same square, so it almost doesn't matter. I'm just trying to keep an eye on their potential wins. They go here, seems like a meaningless move. I don't see any wins of my own, though. That's my issue here. This even isn't that meaningless, because I almost should block the 2 here. But the meaningless win is like... No, I mean, like, this still potentially blocks the diagonal there. So, like, it seems stupid, but no, I really should have gone here, I feel like. Now there's that. See, that's a 2 as well, but it's not as meaningful of a 2. Or obviously you have the win there and win into a win. See, that's clever. That's creative. If he even saw it himself, that was really good. That's maybe one of the first we've seen like that, where it's not a a vertical or horizontal into that thing. He didn't even see it himself right away. It seemed like that was a really classy one. So you have two diagonals. I almost can't even picture how that makes sense. You have two different diagonals that one leads into another. Okay, that was a good classy kind of win. I gotta give it to him there. Go here. Again, this is just center value at the beginning, which you can accept, but then don't give him a 3 there. And then we set up for like my own, it's kind of bugging out. Set it up for my own triple. We can block the double here. And the reason why is because now you go here, I can block it there. That kind of move I almost want to ignore, where you could have a diagonal there as well. See, there's something very simple about like a potential win that you could force in a situation like this, but I just don't know what it is. Right, there is something to that. So they go here, they go here. I can block either one. Oh, well. Never mind the fact that I already won. But... okay, dude. It's like when people make fun in Yu-Gi-Oh! Of like people not reading the cards. Like, just read the card. That's where half the issues come from. It's like here, like just look at the board. Right? Just actually look at the board, and that'll be half your wins or losses right there. Now that's the one exception I'll make about like, oh, don't block the 2, because I feel like at the beginning the center is maybe more valuable. Again, I don't know any of these things with any authority, but I just, my instinct would tell me that. This could be a triple that you're blocking. This is a 3 that you really can't do anything about. We have a triple of my own, blocking his triple going up. So now there's no diagonals that I have. That's one issue with this, right? This is a very empty kind of board position, because now if he goes here, I can't. That was kind of a mistake. If he went there, then I can't go there. He goes there. I don't have to really do anything. I'll try to get these from the outside. So like, I don't have to do that, do I? I don't have to do that. He goes there, then I block it on the next move. This like kind of shows you the idea of like fully locking into something. Like it doesn't matter about what it is, right? Like at least, okay, they can block there, or okay, which I'm not doing necessarily, but I mean like no matter how simple it is, just give it like a full effort, which I'm not doing. Because I'll feel bad for like losing that much time, or using that much time. Right, like, oh, I shouldn't need to, but clearly I do need to. Or that's how people try to cheat the process, like, try to get to the point where you can do it without needing to use too much time. Okay, obviously they had to do that. Giving them a 3rd, which I maybe shouldn't do. So they go here, I immediately block it, which is actually fine with me. Look at this look at the structure, it's so visually unique here. You can go here, and then what is it that they can do? I don't know. They'll try to do another one here. Oh, they win. Like, I don't know. Oh, he misses it even too. Okay, we can't do anything with that whole side. Let's do this. So what is it that he already won too? So now this game is in weird territory where like this position might not even make sense, because right, this is something that maybe never could have even happened on its own. I don't know. If I had one here, actually, it'd be very strong. Well, now I would just win, but like, why is that move so hard for you to see? But like, I would go here and no, but I keep making that mistake. I'd go here and I'm presenting win here, but I'm also presenting a win there, but it's the same square. Okay. It's like that level of effort that I just don't have that I would be able to, like to really, you know, like it shouldn't be that hard, but, and of course it'd be a really easy game to cheat at, right, for people who are so inclined to use engines and whatnot. Or we're losing our, oh, our bit rate's going all crazy. Hang on. I didn't even notice that. Okay, for some reason playing Connect 4 caused my bitrate to mess up, and it's kind of annoying. Let's try it again. I was doing too good, so they have to ban me or block me or something. But yeah, I do want to understand at a certain level, like, okay, that would be what differentiates you, though, is not just being the best at it, because you could argue a lot of people could do that or whatever, but it's that being like super fast at it or something. See, this seems kind of overrated, the vertical, but now I'm kind of paranoid about it. It just randomly craps out the bitrate, and like I'm not even doing anything intensive or anything. This allows him to get 3 here, but he doesn't even do it. And I can't do that. A little bit of a tricky spot here. You go here, so if he goes here, I'm screwed because he goes here, but then I block here. Then he goes here into here. Now he goes here, I block here. I block here. That didn't quite work the way I thought it would for him, but we could present 3 here. This one's a bit of a mess in the middle. Like we really are taking the center pawn thing to heart. Let me just keep an eye on that because I'm really annoyed by that. That's one downside of having no viewers, of just like, you know, you would not. Okay, this always has diagonal potential. He goes there, I go there. He goes there, I go there. So it's favoring him if he just plays the rest of this right, but it sounds like it's playing twice this song, but whatever. We'll go. I really don't know what I'm doing. There you go. There, that's kind of what I wanted in a way, because now you have that potential diagonal. Also something on the top you could maybe set up, but those horizontal ones just never work, you know? You go here, if you go here, I go here. If you go there, we'll kind of ride up both of these. So it's gonna come down to a matter of who has to put what there, where. Right, he goes there, I go there, he goes there, I don't even care. Just go here. Or wait a second. When was that even available? Good thing we have it on video, because like, how did nobody see that for that long? I don't get what this visual scanning issue I have is. Like, maybe it'd be better with like a physical board in front of you, but it's hard to imagine. Like, I'm just not like visually capable of doing it. Okay, so I have 3 there. I'll go here. If they go here, I go here. I don't have to do anything with that. I'll go here. Go here. So if they go here, I block here. Go here, I block here. And in fact, they can't even go there now. I block here. When they're in the kind of the side in the corner like that, it doesn't work quite as well, but if I go here, trying to think of some potential diagonal. Sometimes that's a good thing to do because we have this diagonal. They have to block there, which they miss somehow. How you win games like that? Like that shouldn't even count when it's just like a straight up. I present 3 and then I just get the next move, like without any nuance or any like duality of the presenting 2 ways of winning or something. Like even here, if we get the like, what is this, dude? What is this? You could say, oh, it's me being a tryhard, but like, that's so dumb. Like, you know what I mean? That's not. That's really not much, right? That's the equivalent of an opening trap in chess, beginner's trap in chess. So here's the one instance where I ignore my blocking rule of 2 thing. If, well, they're not even doing it necessarily, but they go here and then it's weird that they disjointed it like that. I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to be all cute, but it's like, okay. I mean, these center squares are always good, or I mean squares. These center positions are very good, so you may as well just take them. Go there. Like, at least I haven't lost to that kind of thing too much. Of, whatever. So we have 3 in a row here, which they're playing really badly, so if I lose to this person, I'll be shocked. But this is, they did just win, okay. Because it seemed like they were playing so bad and giving me all kind of good stuff, but yeah, the worst moves are like where you just present something basic, like, oh, I'm gonna go 3 in a row and present a win, like if they go there. Like, it's just trash because right, it's too obvious and then you blunder something later. What is this guy doing? He's like pre-moving with some add-on or some shit. So again, we take the center a little bit. That's fine. We shouldn't have allowed the triple there, but I'll take a triple of my own. See, like, is he gonna go for the third? Because, like, what's the point when you know it shouldn't work? Okay, so I'll prevent his triple there. And there's a triple here as well. What else is there? Like, I don't get it. I don't know what to do that move. I have no idea. They go here, I can block, so I should block. But now I'm giving them this as well. Like, I keep doing that. I should just go somewhere totally unrelated. Okay. This seems good to block a lot of different things. So 3, we could block here as well. Although this might make more sense because then you don't present him with the 3 there immediately. Go there, go there, go there. So what is happening? They go there, I block. It'll be the same square for both, but then they win. So they go there, I block, and then they win. It's pretty clear, pretty obvious. The thing is, like, I'm not even presenting any wins meaningfully, but no, they like. Okay, I'm seeing like a win moves down the road, but not the one right in front of me. Oh my god, man. Some of these people are just bad, where they just make nonsense kind of moves. Do you have a potential diagonal there? They have a potential diagonal there. Random kind of moves here. A lot of these have no rhyme or reason, actually, but Okay, they go here. I have to block that, and they win. Okay, fine. So it's certain structures like that you have to get used to, but I have no desire to even present stuff like that myself. I just kind of want to, like, why don't I just follow my principle? That should work. It's the center stuff that's kind of throwing me off. I keep trying to do something different or fancy in the center. Right, so now we have a triple. They have a triple. Or they don't. Okay, that's trash. I always say it. And that. You could do either of these, like. Now they go here. Let's go here actually, but now they go here. So now they'll go here into here. So I don't understand that actually because I block here. They'll go here, then I'll block here. Right, isn't that the same thing? So where do they win? Where do they win? They win here? Or they could have won even here as well. Okay, let me try to understand because I just don't get it. I can't even read a Connect 4 article without doing this shit, man. Alright. Oh, this is kind of cool. What site is this? Spider-Man Connect 4. This one we got 45 degrees of danger, the clamp. So odds, even strategy. I don't know what all these games they're showing me are. Like, I solved Connect 4. Playing the center. 100 times smaller than previous ones. The person going first can win every time, but I'm sure it wouldn't hold the middle of the grid. Connect 4 opening strategies. We'll study opening theory in Connect 4 before we study it in whatever. Control the center. Owning the center column is like having the high ground in battle, gives you major strategic advantage, and a column allows you to create more opportunities to connect 4, whether vertically, horizontally, diagonal. Most players drop their first dice in the center for this reason. Block your opponent's moves while you're working on your own. Keep an eye. 3. Look for their 3 in a row setups and block them before they can complete the 4 in a row. Key is to be proactive, anticipating their next move can help you stay one step ahead. Create 2 in a row traps. One of the sneakiest strategies is to set up potential wins. 2 potential wins at once. This is called 2 in a row trap. How does it work? Place your disc in a way that forces your opponent to block 1 potential winning move. Well, unknowingly or even knowingly, that's the thing. It doesn't matter whether it's unknowingly or not. Right. Unknowingly leaving the other open by stacking your disc diagonally and vertically. You can create multiple threats, hard for your opponent to counter, think ahead, game patterns and planning. It's like chess, but with colorful discs. A lot more aha moments. Not exactly, but just, it's, the people take offense to that. That's like, I just don't understand it. It seems so obvious, but again, play the center. Maybe I have to play the center even more than what I'm doing because I don't know. Okay. That's fine, right? That's fine. Don't give them the triple, let's say, is the logic of that move. Like, you should try to explain every single move. You know, okay, I'll block their 2 in a row, even though I don't know if that's worth it or not. Now, we'll go here. Now, this has such a strong potential of connections. Right. So this is pretty simple. Like, now they can't go here. But there's no other threat with this that I can ever present, right? Like, there's no meaningful way that I can make this move a threat. So we can try to set up a diagonal here. That defensive mindset should work better than what I'm thinking, but this is, again, we're setting up. Can't ignore what they're doing, but we would set up the 4 there, but they can so easily block everything, it becomes kind of trivial. So you just set up, like, again, they can't go there ever. Now they could put one here, which I kind of dislike how often I do that. Like I could have this, but it'd be kind of the same principle. And go here, they have to block it. They had a missed opportunity with that. So again, I don't see where a lot of the potential wins are. They'll put one here maybe. That's kind of a good move. Like some of these are just dead moves with no potential wins, so I'll go here. Again, the big thing is going to come down to either of these drops of like, or actually just this one. This isn't even a win for either of us. So like mathematically, that's what you have to really do, is you have to hold your win like that. Like don't make this move. Right, so now they go here, I go here, they go here, I go here, they go here, I go here, they go here, I go here. So it doesn't actually work. Is there no win for me there though? Or now they're forced to go there. But it wouldn't matter, I'm gonna lose. I don't know. Okay, I'll try again, and so we'll go here, somewhere in the center is fine. They're playing very fast. So you do that, cut that off there, they can't go up here. Again, any sort of 3 in a row like that is cute. Even going here would be good, they should probably stop it. We go there. They could go here as well, but it's meaningless because then they'll go here. This seems like a good, seems like a good counter to what they're doing. If they go in the middle here, I block again. They're presenting a lot of obvious ones, but then at some point, you can't stop it. So again, the diagonals are the real danger because, I don't know how this can be so difficult even. Again, don't give them the triple, arguably. I could present like another triple by doing this. So you could block it here. This move's a little odd. So we both have that, the diagonal is totally blocked, so I don't see, I just don't see it. Right, there's no diagonals like for either of us that we're getting. Well, they could set up for some. I should maybe put one there. So now they can't go to either of those. I could do this. So now what happens is I could block a diagonal there. Now they can't go to either of those. So you would think this should favor me heavily, but I don't see it. So they can't go to either of those. They go there, I go there, they go there, I win. Wait. I find I make the one wrong. Bro. I made the one wrong move. I just go to the other one. So that sort of principle is good of what we just showed, right? You present those and you kind of leave them there and you let them hang a little bit. You could do that if you want. It is still taking the center. So you gotta block what they're doing a little bit. And the reason why is because right, we could do this. We put a third one there, then I just have to not put something there. So now how could I make this a threat? Like, this square is more meaningful. See, I'll give you up the choice between those two. This isn't going to go anywhere for me. This is both blocking, but also giving me something in the center, maybe potentially going up. So if I go here, what happens? They could go a triple. They could go triple. But it's okay, I guess. Right, they go a triple here. But they can't act on it, capitalize on it right away. So they go here, I go here. If I go here, if they go here, they see they can't go here. So now, okay. But no, if they had let me put one there, then it makes it kind of forcing. Right, because they can't put it there, but then they have to put it there. So we go here. These should be much easier, but I don't feel like it's always that simple because, yes, going first gives you a big advantage, but you don't necessarily always know that, like, how to capitalize on that. I don't know, sometimes I don't feel like doing the rule of two thing at the beginning. So if they go here, I go here. Some of these diagonals come into play a lot. Oh, please don't do it again to me. We block here. Like, bro cannot even play Connect 4 in peace without this something clowning up. So you could do... Like, we dictate their next move. And then... I hate doing those kind of things, but... They can do a triple here or there. Not too big a fan of that. I guess they'll go here, I can go there. I don't know. It's all the diagonals that I'm thinking about, which I can't do much about. They don't have any potential wins really, like, in a good spot right now. Right, all their spots are kind of off. That would be one potential win they have. I don't really have too many potential wins either, though. If I go here, doesn't do anything, doesn't do anything. This would be setting up for something. This doesn't really do anything for them. If they go here, I could go here. So I go here, if they go here. This should come down just to the counting game of... This one is okay, right? They don't win. So if they go here, I block it. Then they go here and I block it again. So at least that rhythm is fine. They're gonna have trouble doing this because, okay, they go here, I go here. They go here, I go here, they go here, I go here. They go here. So they've given me one thing that I wanted. Now they can't go here. So I go here, they go here, I go here, and then I win because they go here, I go here, they go here, I go here. Right, so if they go here now, I win. If they don't, they go here, I go here, they go here, I go here, they go here, I go here, they go here, I go here. Right, that should be pretty much, it's not going to change anything. Right, it's going to be the same thing. So that's a good end game sort of thing. Again, there's probably a lot of missed chances that we're having somewhere along the line, but that felt like a good quality game at least. Okay. I feel like that vertical thing isn't that good. Right, so now we set up for some sort of diagonal in that allows me to... Maybe that's not the best timing to do it, but this doesn't allow him to get a triple or anything, so this is good. So, I don't know. I wonder if this is the same music that plays for every game or if they just have different ones. So, this is fine. It's tough for me to say really what to do here. I don't want to do that. So this is kind of a mucked up game already because, well, this does give me the triple. They go here. So now they can't go here ever. They can't do it though. See, that's the thing. They can't do it. They would have to force me to do it. This is a quadruple. I don't understand sometimes. Okay. So where can they not go? Like, I can't go there. They can't go. They can't go there. I can't go there. It seems like a lot of the games are coming down to this sort of period. So now they will choose the one to go to. I block. And then they get it. Okay. You have to have more of that internal thought process going on. So we go here. These sort of spread out moves like that are kind of useless where they just go so far. Right, like that has nothing to do with anything. This goes here. They can get a triple. You got this. It seems to favor them quite a bit. So, not seeing my own wins is kind of the problem, right? Like, there's nothing very good for me to do here. Go here. Really, these diagonals are all messed up. I mean, this seems like a right move anyway, but they have a win there potentially. That's like the only one really that they have. Okay, I can accept that. Again, it's coming down to those eventualities. How to master connect 4. Controlling the center column. Playing first is a guaranteed win by perfect play. Starting in the middle. Key strategies include setting up two-way traps. Pretty simple steps. Yeah, strategy is essential notion. Hand-eye coordination. Or to place your disc accurate. Does it really require that? Maybe if you're playing fast. Quick and accurate movements even under pressure. Good spatial reasoning, visualize the game board, able to see the board in their mind's eye. Starting position, draw. One player draws a lot of discs of the same color. What are you talking about? Wait, what? If What are you talking about this? The draw of the discs. The order in which the discs are drawn from the bag can also affect the outcome. If one player draws a lot of discs of the same color, that I don't know what that means. That's not how it works. You have a fixed number of discs, don't you? Even if both players play perfectly, outcome of the game can still be determined by luck. In a key position, it's not really luck though. It's more just an eventuality. Like, it's a solvable thing. According to the computer scientists who solved it. How to play best be player one, of course. Start in the middle of the bottom row. Focus on the middle column. Is it like the middle overall or literally just the middle? Play the odd rows. When the first player aims to secure 3 empty forward spot. The first third of the bottom horizontal. If you're we'll react appropriately as player 2. So like, okay, play the middle. Maybe I should do that even more, like just the middle. Winning, loading out the middle column with their own pieces. Okay. 7 columns and 6 rows. Okay, we get it. So maybe I misjudged that. It doesn't mean the center as in C to E. It just means D, right? Just play D no matter what. Load up D. So as the first player play the odd rows, as the second player play the even rows. So let me try to apply that, okay? If I go first, okay, so I'll try to play this row as much as possible. Okay, and then I'm player 2, so now I'll play the even rows. Okay. Okay, dude. Okay. I mean, you gotta at least have some relevance to what they're doing, too. But I like these as sort of logical razors to follow. So, like, okay. So now I'll play... Okay, let's do it. Maybe this is actually the right way to play. Right, so they have those. So now I should be playing the odd rows. I don't fully understand that, but... Okay, so like 1 is odd. It's like, okay, I'm just playing that. Like, not quite like this, I'm sure, but... Because a lot of these aren't even setting up for anything, but 1, 3, 5, 7... Wait. It's like I can't play some of the other rows anyway. I mean, you shouldn't be that rigid with it. But maybe there's some logic to it. So I can't go there. Right, I'm being a little bit too stubborn about it. Let me try my strategy that I was doing. And like, it should work for most intensive purposes, but... We might also be just playing better player. Like they seem to be very, very fast and comfortable with what they're doing at least. Okay, it's my turn. Yeah, maybe this has some logic to it. That you should just try to load that shit up like crazy. It almost doesn't make sense because it's saying play odd, but this is like, this is a diagonal situation. So that seems comical the way that I just keep loading up that stupid shit. What? Again, it's the speed kills thing that's going on. But oh my god, it's just this is what bullet chess is like where you're not even really thinking about what you're doing. Okay. So we'll go here. I guess I don't fully understand the center thing. Like maybe it's not all that, but see, these moves are the ones that I really don't know what. Well, aside from just not losing, but I don't even have an account and I'm getting experience. Like they're trying to bait me into doing that, which the site does seem pretty good except for the ads, but just like it has a lot of other maybe simplistic kind of games like tic-tac-toe would be one where obviously that's solvable in an even more basic sense. So again, we could block the triple here, let's say. So that's letting me have, well, letting me have the, can't go there. Now there's no diagonals, nothing I can really do. Right. Okay, see, those kind of moves seem, okay. Come on, bro. I don't know how to visualize that. Like, let me just, can I just look at a board? Here, let me just try to visualize it for a second. You'd be having like a 3 here. Well, let me just see how this thing plays. Like, or just show me like the best. Show me the best moves then. Okay, so show me that because, and I'm not cheating even though I'm on the, obviously I'm just looking at it to study. Right, just show me what you're supposed to do. Restart game. Perfect, perfect. So again, how would this be compared to, I don't get it. Okay, so show me both. So like win in 40, lose in 39. So like I like that. It's already just this is like playing Hikaru in chess or something like that, but even then it's not such a short thing. So yeah, this is what we want to see. Like what is it that we're trying to do? Or like what if I was to play as one of them? Okay, let's look at it in slow motion. So, or can we just go slow or something? Let's go one move at a time, dude. Stop. Fuck. Stop going so fast. Okay, so let's see what it would do here, right? Like, okay. Like, let me really take my time and try to understand what it's doing. Don't give it the triple there. That still doesn't seem like a big deal. Follow my rule. This seems like a decent thing that presents a diagonal. It's presenting there. We have 3 in a row there. Okay. So it's saying win in 14. So it's not quite that simple. Like, I don't know. Go here. Win in 10. Um, I guess I just don't know. Okay, he's one. Didn't seem that crazy, but I mean, like, okay, what if I go first then? So I go first. Go here and go here. See, but I'd have win in 40, so I kind of want to see it like, no, he's win in 34. So like, when did it switch? Lose in 39. So I made the right first move. Then lose in 37. So like, I lost the game again, assuming you could look at chess the same way, like where the engine will say stuff like that, but like, there's nothing you can do now that is gonna win you this because of the way that the engine would work. But maybe is one. AI hard, AI pro. Fuck. But no, this seems good. I just wish there was a way to do it a little bit slower, like, or I just have to re-watch it out. Really early if I can pause it like after every move or something. Like, stop, stop. It goes too fucking fast. Oh, look at that. That's how insane it is, though, because it goes to like, it'll go to a forced win and it'll get connect 5, but it's like, it goes the distance, right? You get a guaranteed win, but it makes every possible best move to prevent that. I really have no idea what I'm doing. What is it that I keep messing up? Okay, we'll stop the triple there. We'll stop that. We just try to stop everything, and then at some point they make a mistake, which is humanly possible to do, but there isn't like a diagonal with any of those. See, I'm too concerned with blocking what they're doing, but there is no thing there. I just can't even fucking... You get in the wrong mindset of just, again, going too fast and shit. Ah. Yeah, that's the big flaw of the game is the 7, so it creates an imbalance, right? The fact that it's a 7x7 thing. You have a triple there, that's fine. These kind of filler moves that bother me. Okay, we'll block it there. They win. I want to understand. I wish it would pause that there for a second, man. Like, let me see exactly how I lost. It just ends so quickly. So when I'm thinking about the center, I may be being too literal with it that So they have a thing there. It's probably what they should do, but they won't. See, maybe you should present moves like that sometimes. Let me try that more of like, okay, I'm presenting the thing, so therefore they win there. But if I'm presenting the wins, that means I'm at least forcing what they're doing. Right, which maybe that can be good. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. So I can't go there. Or I don't know. Fuck. What is it that I'm going too fast, man? Okay, so we'll ignore that. We'll focus on the center. Okay. So we'll block them at the 2. This is pretty good diagonals that we have going on. They should probably go there. There's some certain simple things you have to do here that are like... So you can't go there or I go there. So now I'd be presenting like a triple... Because you know what they can't do right now, so like... We could have a 2 diagonal... Oh, okay, dude, okay. I'm trying to just... Okay, be reactive. Be reactive. If they get to 2, I'll stop them. You know, I just... Hey, that is 2, but I can't do anything to stop it. Right now I'm giving them the triple. I have no idea. You could do one here. You probably shouldn't go on the far corner sometimes is the problem because I don't know. I'm always good at like surviving, but I'm not necessarily good at winning is my problem. So when you get to any sort of moderate or intermediate level, it creates a problem. Of like, you know, I can survive, so I'll just react and try not to lose. Which serves me somewhat well in chess, right? But it's just not enough. They have the 1 potential win there, they have a win there. They could set up for a second one there, which would have been really good for them because, you know, now they put one there and they had so many potential wins, like it's ridiculous. Right, they put one there, then they put one there. I have to put one there to stop their win. I go there, they go there, I go there. They go there, I go there. Okay. I don't know, I feel like I'm not really learning anything, but... Okay, let me try to really lock in again. If you had those 4 minutes, that, I don't know why this is so hard for me. There's a temptation to go fast, but I mean, there should be something more to it. Ah. Well, we could win on time. What is this? 999. 1730 general ranking. Okay. If they take 40 seconds without doing something, they abort. Or, I mean, in that case, just resign. Okay. Can you just do it? So that's fine. These two are fine. Stop the triple. Stop that, I guess. Although I'm not blown away by it. You could stop this, but then give them another, so that's kind of fruitless. You could do this. I don't know what's happening. That speed, man. The speed kills, dude. Ugh. No cheat. Rank number 11. Implying that everybody else higher than him probably cheats. I mean, that's still good, even though he blocks it. It's like, we're taking good center position. You got to think about the potential diagonals. I guess that's the only way to assess it, is like, how many diagonals do I potentially have? Right, that's why the center is so valuable. Everything else feels like you never really win unless you're, I don't know. It just feels like the diagonals are overpowered or the most important, or even like the hardest to see sometimes. And these corners are really bad because they're not going to open up very much, once again, in the same way as the diagonals do. This looks very strong. So you have 3 into 4, but it doesn't work because, again, it's the same square. This just looks so one-sided for green, but I don't know. I thought it's supposed to be yellow or something else, though. I could do this. Oh, this is a win because you have this as well. Right, that was like so many wins at once. You're winning 2 ways there at once, and right, the diagonal. It's a little hard for me to visualize those things, though. I'm not getting it. That's really what a lot of these games come down to, is can you visualize it in your head, which a lot of people cannot do, or you have to really, it's like the same thing as having like an internal monologue in real life. Is like, right, actually thinking is a big deal for people. We go there, I go there. He's got 3 there, we can get 3 here. And then let's go here. So 2K. Go here. Now he has to go there, or I just win. So if he did go there, though, it doesn't do anything immediately for me. So some of these are just going to be trash because, like, okay, they just missed. So single turn, 1 move calculation, right? There's really nothing to that. So you can do the triple here. They have a triple as well. They have a triple there. We could block it here. They have this, you have another one here. So like now if they were to go here, it presents both wins, right? And so I don't know. Dude, these moves are just tough. Okay. That's why I just gotta look at the reactive way of doing it. Right, like why is it so hard for me to just counter what they're doing? I'm not even looking at whether. If somebody's bad at it too, that's the only reason why is like when they just, you know. Oh wait. When they just move stuff on the outside, right? Like why are you doing that? You should always just focus on the center. But no, it gets to the comical point where maybe those are the best moves. Just play straight up and down in the center only on the D column, not even like around the center. Okay, this shouldn't be this big of a deal, but I'm just terrible. Or again, I'm just playing too fast and not giving myself a chance. So they can put one there, but they don't. Oh, okay. Okay, let's just try something simple here. Let's see if going first makes all the difference. They have a triple there. Maybe I shouldn't fear it. But they don't even care about it seems like. Or they miss the win there. It's always a principle I use too, and anything is like, it's always easier for me to see like, or no, this should be a win because they are forced to block that, then I win with that. Or I'm just dumb. But it's like, it's always easier to see what they're doing than coming up with something yourself, right? So reacting is a lot easier, but obviously I'm not paying attention at all. If they go here, I go here. All kind of diagonals that present themselves there. So you leave a nice, cute little spot here, again, just as a holding spot that you get to, okay. Alright. It's like you're trying to think ahead or something else, and I'm just not looking at what's happening. Look, dude, this is trash, but this is the whole reason why I'm doing this, actually, is because, right, like, it's something basic, like an effort level, that I'm just not doing. If they get 2 in a row, I should block it, so there should never be a potential for anything more. Unless it's something a little more elaborate, obviously. If they go here, it's fine. Okay, they have 2, I block it. This I have to do. So if they had set up this, then I kind of lose on the spot there. So I have a couple interesting diagonals, if I could, you know, if I had like one more thing there. So now they're forced to hit this one. If they don't, I should win. Okay. So now I could try to do it from the other way. I'm not seeing where they're winning. I just went there. So again, you got to watch those few spots. Like, okay, you hold a few spots, and if you win, you win, because you know they can't go there basically. So set up as many of those as possible, which is easier said than done. Obviously much easier if you go first. So again, we'll do some of these squares around here. Maybe I'm wrong for even doing that, and I should go sort of more actually in the center, but again, where are some of the diagonal pieces here? I don't know. Like this, they don't have like a good diagonal themselves. We can block the triple here and the triple there. And then we have a thing here. Now if they go here, I win. They might set one up there. But so this would have potential there, potential there. There's no win condition for them there. I don't see many wins for them at all, in fact. Block this, block that. We have a ton of diagonals, a ton. Right, and so they go here, I go here. I don't care about all of that. Right, so between all these diagonals, there should be something. I go here, they win. They can't win like this. I don't know what this side is going to amount to. They block here, I win here. Pretty simple. Right, you get those kind of diagonals just adjacent to each other, next to each other. Right, that's a pretty simple concept to understand. Get two diagonals right next to each other. Let's go here. Let's see what they can do. So this is a good textbook example. We're going second, but how do we still win? Like we watch, play defensive. Because yeah, if I just do that rule, then they can still win, but it shouldn't be that easy for them, right? It's like the window dressing, defensive play, reactionary style that I do. If you're not giving them anything more than a 2 here, right, anytime they hit 2, I block it, which is very hard to do with diagonals because you can't, you know, that relies on the space underneath it, so it's like you really can't control it. This also does block the diagonal though, so now if they go here or here, right, then it's difficult. I go here, they have another like it's just too many options that they have. They have triple here, triple there. Right, all of my moves are defensive, but they're making the wrong kind of move. Well, right, this move is so killer because you have so much going on. And I don't have any, none of my moves are winning moves, right? They don't connect to anything. So we may as well just, like really none of, there's no hope for me because, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing even presented. You need at least one diagonal kind of in the middle here. So you shouldn't let them get this kind of formation. That's really what you rely on, are some of those diagonals. So never let them do this D row. So that's beyond just the center. That's what I should focus on, is going up. Like, I just don't see what I can even do here. There's like almost no ways for me to possibly win. Right? It's almost impossible. I cannot even picture it because again, you don't have any diagonals. They're all cut off. So it's like, what's the point? So you can't go there. This is such a messy kind of game. So he has the win there or there. I have the win there, so he can't go there. If he goes there, I go there. There's also a couple wins between this and this. You go there, I go there. Okay. This is gonna be the counting game now, the numbers game. Okay, you gotta block this. And then I don't have a choice at that point. At least it goes a long way. Like, okay, let me look up this one thing. Is going D row every move good? Like talking about the center. Is consistently playing the center column D column is the best opening and early game strategy. So again, when I talk about center play, it's more than just that, right? It's not just the center rows, it's literally the center row. I didn't think of it quite like that. Redemption is what I seek in this. So we'll go center all the way. Write as many as you can. Even if you get that, maybe I'll still do it. Even ignoring the danger recklessly of what's happening. That's such a dumb thing, but other than that, we still have all kind of diagonal stuff going on. So again, I can't put one there. But this opens up all kind of other diagonals for me here. Even if I go here, you go here, you go here. So now you have a good option there. What else do we have? Where are his wins? I don't even see them. I'm very confused. He goes there. Okay, I go here. Now I have the win there. He might just miss it, and I can't go there either. We have a triple here. He has a win there though. Wait, what? Oh, so he had a double win. Okay. And I spent a bit more time than him as well. Huh. There's something that's just not instinctive for me anymore with stuff like this. I feel like it should be more straightforward. But unfortunately, a lot of what it'll come down to is just, again, who goes first, but that's still more of a higher level issue. I don't know what's happening, man. Yeah, if we go just all center, he's doing the little sleeping emoji. What is happening? Okay. Now let's say we do this to create. What is happening, man? It's like lagging or what the fuck is going on? What is this? This game is totally bugged out right now. So the thing is that you gotta look for the diagonals, and the reason why is because those can sometimes be the strongest. It's lagging like crazy, bro. So we have a triple presenting the victory, but it still preserves the option later too. So, right, all these diagonals are cute. He went first, right? So somehow it's just lagging. I don't know what to tell you. We could go here. This is also presenting a diagonal. And so my position looks actually quite good. But you play the center a ton and then you I don't know. I don't know. So you have 3 there, 3 there, 3 there, like, right, you have a lot of diagonals. So all you have to do is play 1 into 1. Like, okay, this will give me 1. And it'll also give me that. If they put it here, I win. Yeah, see, should be a forced win. If they put it here now, I win. If they don't, but they can put it here, I guess. If they don't put it here, then I put it here and also present that. But they can block this then. But then they can't, because then I see this is coming together. They can't do anything. They put it here. Then... Right. It should be so unstoppable. You have here, you have here. Even if you would block this, I go here. Ooh. How do you even emote? So you go here. I don't know why that one was so laggy. Like, what the hell happened? 29 and 52, really? Bro, hurry up. Can't even let me enjoy a victory in peace. Like, what is this? Bro. What is this? Oh my god. Like, I better reload this or something. I don't know what's happening. I was thinking like, oh, maybe I had done this before somewhere and I was looking for the same site, but it was actually checkers that I was looking at. Okay, so let's say we stack up the middle. Or you could always try to go for the thing, right? Because they would have to address it. Like the whatever. Right, like you can't let me do that. So I have to, even if I'm worried about the D, if I go first. Oh my god. Okay, time up in like the second move, third move. Win in 40 moves the way that we saw. Okay. This is so dumb. Is that really what you're supposed to do though? Seems kind of dumb, but like I don't know exactly what to do with this. So you could leave this hanging. They can do something with that. Okay, so they can't put one there, can't put one there. This is really what you have to do, is just like starve out with the diagonals if you... What? Okay, let me try it again. Okay, so let's say we do this unless they do the stuff on the bottom. This seems so dumb, dude. Oh my god. They can go all in this row, makes sense. So you have this diagonal open, you get some good diagonals out of this still. But there's some I can't stop even of theirs. They'll be forced to deal with that. If I go here, they win. If I go here, it doesn't do anything. I like this. You just kind of keep presenting. You got to play the diagonals all the way. I don't even want to do that. So I have to do that. But there's nothing else I can do. Right, their win is here. My win is this whole thing. So, okay. They win. They win. What are they doing? I like that. They win, but they don't see that they win. Right, that was the perfect. They have the triple and the triple going here, going there. I mean, if they don't do it, I'll do this. But how can they be that dumb? Like, they're the one who did it. Bro. So now we'll do this. Okay, and then... Wait, I'm dumb too. I'm missing my own win. So they missed their win though. They had it. Imagine missing a win in a game where it's single move. You're not missing like a multi-move calculation. So again, we can play around with the... So I was thinking this was bad and I want to be all cute with going around this whole area, but it might actually be better than what I thought. You know, obviously reactively you have to worry about it a little bit because we can do the triple there, I can do the triple here. You go here. Got to see all the diagonals. It's very hard to visualize this board for some reason. You gotta imagine it like a little bigger. Can't go there. Could go here, but it doesn't seem to serve much of a purpose. We'll block it from there. So this move is the one. We could do this, which sets up for both. If I could go here. If they block it, it's a problem. Right, if they don't block it, I just go here, and then I win because you have this and this. This is pretty simple move calculation, but... Go here, doesn't do anything. Go here. Okay. And it just gets kind of annoying because nobody can really do anything. They block here. Where is my other diagonal? They can't go here. I'll have a win up here. They have to go here, but they're kind of falling asleep. Like, how you missed that, bro? How? This is the weirdest experience ever. Like, why I'm even doing this, I don't know. Okay, we go center. Let's try to fill it up then. And then we'll go here. Right, we have all kind of diagonal precedent here, and part of it is the fact that we could block them at the 2. Block them at the 2. Somehow their positions still seem more favorable though from that. Like I don't have too many juicy diagonals. Right, like I can't do much with what I have. If I don't have the diagonals, it feels so just pointless. Like I have none. Like they've completely cocked my diagonals. So this is their big win here. I don't see anything else. This is a diagonal for them. That doesn't seem to be a very impactful move either. So again, their whole thing would be just the counting game, but I'm already cooked. That kind of thing is so good. Right, if you just get the 3 across the middle, which I don't know how you ever allow them to do that, but... So again, if they go up, it's fine. Let me... Again, they are forced. They're forced to address it. And then we can still do that. But they've kind of already cocked those areas. It is kind of boring. That the D file is that big of a deal. You gotta learn notation from this. Right, the same way I never use it in chess. You just gotta get good at just the, you know, scanning the board and stuff like that. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Right, this move could be pretty good. Okay. We go here. This doesn't really set up for anything for them. You go here. Like, I just don't know, man. Some of these, I have no idea. They can get the triple there. Let's go here. This one seems odd. Like, nobody is really getting anything to happen. Yeah, it seems like it's all about the diagonals. Nothing else really even matters to me. At some point, it seems like you can't even win. Like, none of these... None of these spots even seem to make sense. Right, like this is the ugliest game we've seen, like where nobody has any winning opportunities. It's just a mess. I have like maybe this diagonal, which I'm not even treating properly, or is like gonna treat that as a pre-move maybe, or you'll have to subscribe to premium to use emojis. Okay, yeah, that was kind of a frustrating game. But I like how people act like chess is so great or whatever, but it's kind of like, you know, the illusion of balance just comes from the fact that like, oh, both players have the same pieces, so therefore it's equal. It's even then, it's still not equal because um because okay, so play around the center a little bit. I mean, see, like I should still do this, even though I don't know. But yeah, it feels like if you don't have the diagonals, there's nothing else going on ever. Like, makes it feel like a waste. So they have this potential setup if they get one here. If they go there, I go there. If they go there, I go there. That's maybe my specialty is playing defensively and reactively and just cutting off their wins more so. Why are people flagging out? Like, I'm not even doing anything that special. It's just kind of annoying how I'm playing maybe, but they'll say like, oh, it's like computer-like how I play because I'm not. You know, I'm just playing in kind of a boring way, but bro, like in some senses I can always sympathize with people like, oh, you know, like, you know, opening theory and chess and stuff like that, but in this context it's stupid because that really is the best move. There's no reason as the first player to not do that, right? Then whatever you do after that is fine, right? But like, it's pointless. Like, you should just always do that. This has some possibilities too. They could go there. I go here. Uh, like, what is it that I cannot visualize anything, dude? Okay, we'll go here, set up for the triple. They could do the same. Go here, I block here. Go here, I block here. Either way, I should block one. Those kind of moves I feel like are never right. Like, why was that beneficial to them to do that when they know that I'm gonna block it? Right, those kind of seem like wasted moves. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's building towards something later. So we don't want to do that. See, this opens up at least some diagonal for me. Like, okay, we could potentially do that. They go here, I go here, block both the triples. That's fine. And build on my diagonal, so that seems like a bad move by them. Why is that snore, dude? This is a good matchup. Oh shit. It's all about moving too fast. Okay, go here. Go here. I win. Fine. Again, you can give me credit, but it's kind of like, that's a pretty common sense thing, at least after you have some idea what you're doing. 57, maybe I can climb the ranks, but there'll be a limit, you know, I could get like, rating wise, I don't know. It almost makes me want to make an account because it is keeping track of what I'm doing a little bit. I like this sort of exchange of the back and forth. Like we're trying not to let each other build on what we're doing, but it's so you have a triple there and a triple here. That move confuses me a little bit. Like, I don't understand. What? It's like my winning options are so small here. There's nothing I can even do. Right, it's not even about them having good options. It's like I don't have anything. There's no way for me to win. So this is 3, this is 3. Right, like I just don't even see where I could possibly win. This is like the only one that I actually have. They have like a dozen different ways. So they have this way, they have this way. I just don't know. Somehow I'm still surviving, but I just don't know what's going on. They go here, I go here. That's the thing, there is almost mathematically not a way for me to win. Because there's no way. Like, it'll be way too obvious. It'll be too easy to prevent. So again, their diagonal is here, and then... Oh, God. So they would go there. Fuck. Why is it this difficult for me to... This shows you, like, I don't have the mental capacity, like, for chess or anything else. Because... it shouldn't be this hard. Okay, we'll take the center a little bit. Like, if the player who goes first is gonna let me do that, then so be it. So now this creates a diagonal as well. He's not taking that one for some reason. He's trying to be all cute about it. You know, that was not a forced win at all. The only wins that really should count are the forced wins, because it's like, you could say, oh, well, they could have seen it coming too, but at least once you get to that point, I can respect it. Like, you're winning Connect 4 King. Isn't this the one of the higher rated players, or what? Maybe not. It's probably just a similar name. Okay, that's fine. Block them at the 2. Block them there. Put up the next set. So you have the triple sitting there. You could do not that. Okay, you're really gonna play like that? What is this? Okay, I don't know. He was playing like he had some sort of pattern, but I don't know. I just can't fully engage with what I'm doing. Okay, we'll go here. So we still get that. I'm typically pretty satisfied with that. Because even from here, we get some diagonals out of it. Let's say we just ignore what he's doing. Okay, we go here. Yeah, it seems like the diagonals are the only thing that really matters. That's what I get the feeling after a while. Okay. Okay, okay. See, stuff like that just means you're probably doing something wrong more so than... Again, I always assume I'm going first when even I'm not. Um... Okay, so they go here, I go here, they win. There's only one win presented from all this. Right, between both of us, there's only one win presented, so maybe it's not as good as what you think. This is his only win so far. This is not a diagonal. This one has possibilities. So you go there, but it really is meaningless because you go here. So you go here. So you have to force me to put it there, which you could do by like, I don't know. Wait, he's letting me do that. Now you go here, I block. You go here, here, block. No diagonals. So that's by far the most important thing. It seems to be the diagonals, no matter how you look at it, right? Everything else is just kind of a wash. There is no thing here. Put it there. That's almost what it devolves into, though. So it's fun to pick on people who maybe don't know what they're doing, but it's not like I'm really good. But like against ordinary random people, right? You could certainly do that. It's unfortunate because I can't do anything with this, but go here, I go here, you go here, I go here, so it should be pretty much an eventuality here. They go there, I go there, 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 they go there, I block. Right, I kind of just did the math out. Now what if they go there early? This kind of shows you the difference between speech and like thinking. Is like by talking you're kind of dumbing it down the same way that people do in everyday life to now I don't lose immediately, but I should lose because I don't see where I'm gonna win. They go there, I go there, they go there, I go there. I can't do it though. Fuck off. So I don't think at a certain point there's anything I can do about that is kind of the point. Right, like I can see it, but I can't do anything about it at that point. Yeah, it's like I shouldn't talk and I should just kind of calculate in my head to what extent that's relevant. Yeah, I like those logical razors, like the rule of two stuff that I talk about, though. And the reason why is because, the reason why is because of the simple fact that, it just makes it easy. Like, you don't have to think then. You can kind of just... You go here, I go here. That's their main win potential here. And I feel like I don't even have one. Okay, we can go still. I actually don't even want to go there. This one has still a potential for the diagonal. That's basically, oh. It's basically all you gotta look for is, does it have a potential for a diagonal or doesn't it? Gee, I wonder what his first move is gonna be. I mean, I'm not loading up the center as much as I should be either. You can go like this. Go like this. So see, we already have a good catch. Right, it's kind of a bigger deal than you might think, but... Right, you're only gonna get, so these are kind of bad moves though, because you're setting up kind of too simple of a thing. So if he goes, if I go there, I lose. So if he goes there, I win. And wait. This is kind of odd because, I don't know, a lot of these have nothing to do with anything. So he'll block it there, so now I can't go to either of those. The way that he placed that and the music stopped was kind of funny. He goes there, he doesn't. What is this? He has the potential in there. It's like none of these really connect to anything. This is one possibility. So this just becomes their trick. Like, why is this so hard for me to figure out mentally? You should be able to already know and see the outcome, which is obviously that I'm not going to win. Yeah, he's got too many potential ways, so it doesn't matter what you do. Right. That's probably what people would do, is they'll just play those random kind of things. Like they'll play the random, like, oh, just try to go 3 in a row, like straight up, like that. So they have 3 in a row there, we have 3 here. I maybe underestimate some of these at the top where, you know, these could end up being good later. Okay. So again, those 3 in a row across the middle are very strong. It's the same principle as what you get in the beginning, but not quite as reliable. Like where you just auto win if you get 3 in a row at the bottom there. either I must be some genius or a clown that I actually just misclicked, but like that anybody wouldn't just go here is a shocker. It's different with chess because there's so many variations, but like with this, there really is no reason not to do that, right? Even if you don't know what you're doing, it's like... Okay, we'll go here. Is the only like I don't mind people being sticklers about that when it comes to theory, like no matter what your style of play or whatever you think is. So they have to react, and then we could do this. Presents diagonal, presents other things. This also does that. So this blocks that, and then you also have a triple. And we go here, I block here. Again, that was sort of unforced. They didn't have to do that. This is the problem too with like just doing it raw though. Anybody could say like, well, you should just study it, like, and then it's a solved game, so it should be easy, but that's the problem. That's the difference between just trying to raw dog something, but in the course of actually playing it, you should establish some sort of, like, I don't really still get some of the, only thing I'm thinking is the diagonals are the most important, or they present themselves much more dynamically. Right, you should never really win with just a horizontal vertical. It's too easy. A lot of that could just be they're quitting because they aren't going first, but like in chess, I actually prefer being black because, whatever, just, I play more defensively and stuff. But yeah, it just shows you like borrowed knowledge, eventuality, that everything is treated as like, you should just study or whatever ends up being the most important thing. So we go here, here. So this is good because neither of us can go there. I go there, I lose. He goes there, I win. And then this is a triple. It's good, but it's like a little bit too high up. This also presents a diagonal. Like there's a lot of different options. It's just unfortunately his comes first. He goes there, I go there, he goes there, I go there. He goes there, I block it. He doesn't immediately win. And he can't go there, and he can't go there. So I actually win. He goes there, I go there. Fuck. How do you emote? I don't know why the emotes feel so much funnier here than anything else. Bro got shook by Connect 4. He's shook. My emoji made bro shook in Connect 4. Like, bro, make him quit, even though that's my nature to never quit. And bro doesn't even know that right first move. Okay. But no, he feels like he kind of squandered his advantage of whatever his okay. Yeah, see, I'm already screwed because the diagonals just aren't diagonaling here. Like, what is this, dude? What is this? I don't even understand. Like, how... So that is a correct complete diagonal that we have. Even this making it arguably the same thing, though. Okay, I mean, at least one like that that goes the distance, I kind of like. Why do I feel like my rule of two thing would be better, but I'm just not doing it enough? Like, whenever they get two, just block them, and it should be adequate to throw off a lot of people. Okay, so what if I ignore it now and we try to create the diagonals? That's the thing, he can't even block the diagonal if he wanted to. Right, like, we're gonna get one of them no matter what. We get this one. It's gonna matter later on, like, but maybe giving him those isn't the best idea. Like, you could even do one from there. Look how narrowly we both played, though. So he goes there, that's fine. This does connect to there. He goes there, I go there. This also connects to a diagonal. This also is good. He goes there, I go there. He goes there. Oh, he's got like a million. He had like a million ways to win. Oh, man. It should just be more instinctive. Like, I can't figure it out. Okay. Doesn't matter. It's not like I care about this ELO. Connect for ELO and without even having an account. But okay, my turn. So again, this seems to be sometimes pretty good. Oh, you're gonna get some good diagonals from that no matter what. So this is good. He's just so spread out, it doesn't seem to matter much. Oh! What the fuck? Bro. This is the consequence of playing too fast. You go here. But yeah, it's not as instinctive, or I'm not as instinctive at it as I would have liked to think. That it should be so easy, but it's just not. Or yeah, imagine flagging in Connect 4. Is that why we have 4 minutes? Because always Connect 4, so it's just the same number, like there's no special meaning to it. What is he doing? Why do people keep doing that when the position isn't even that bad? See, like in all the time I'm talking, I should be calculating every possible eventuality. You gotta get used to doing that. That's really what chess and everything is about. The relentless calculation. The problem is, even a lot of the time, if you see it, doesn't mean you can stop it. If they go to either of these, the old cock and balls opening. Alright, this is fine. Even if they block this, I go here. Like, what is this move now? Everything is just down the drain. You do this and you auto win me. Okay. Right, that's kind of a cute thing if you have the diagonal with like 2 options, one on either side. You gotta memorize like some of these formations and shit that people do. Yeah, that's fine. Oh my god. It shows you like I'm not even. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.